Today on Wesley's Tasty Kitchen, we're doing Chicago deep dish pizza. And I'm starting with the sauce. Just heating up my pan now and getting ready to saute the onions, peppers, and the garlic in some olive oil. So now I'm putting in about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil in a hot pan, letting the olive oil come up to a little bit of heat. And now I'm adding the vegetables and just going to saute them for a little while. And then I'll be adding the crushed tomatoes and the seasoning. This is a pretty simple process. So everything's been speeded up here to three times, 3x, just to make this video go a little quicker. And you didn't really have to see all this stuff. And everything's in the descriptions. So you can get the recipes and everything out of the descriptions as well. There's the tomato sauce going in. And we're just going to let it simmer for a while now and get some good flavor. Add a little seasoning. Okay, now we're getting ready to make the dough. And the dough, first we had the yeast in some warm water, about 100 degrees, with the sugar in it, and adding the salt to that as well now, and the cornmeal and the flour. I was out of plain cornmeal, so I used self-rising, and it seemed to work fine. The flour wasn't self-rising. The flour was all-purpose. So now I'm getting ready to add all the dry ingredients. Well, actually, right there I'm adding the olive oil and the melted butter. Now I'm getting ready to add all the dry ingredients. And here comes the flour. I actually didn't have enough flour in my little flour container, so I had to go get some more flour out of the cupboard here in a few minutes. But I kind of started it and then added the rest of the flour in a few minutes. And even this KitchenAid with the kneading attachment makes life much easier. You can also do this in a food processor. And you can do this by hand. It's going to give you probably a pretty good workout by hand. I have to say I haven't made this pizza dough by hand before. It's just much easier with the KitchenAid or a mixer. And we just kind of go until all the dough just kind of comes up on the hook and is out of the bowl and well mixed together. And that's it. We're getting close to that now. And then we will be just putting it where it'll be rising for about an hour to 2 hours. Okay, we're now getting ready to assemble the pizza. The crust is cooked and everything, and we're just layering in the cheese between provolone, mozzarella, and the fresh mozzarella. And there's the sausage and mushrooms, and another layer of cheese. Just kind of build it like a lasagna. This is just kind of like a backwards pizza. The sauce goes on the top instead of the bottom of the crust. So the last thing we'll be doing is putting the sauce over the top. But now I'm putting a little bit more cheese on there. So we've got another 5 type of cheese, and there's some Parmesan cheese, and there comes the sauce. I put a little bit of cheese on top of the sauce as well, because we like it cheesy. And this will be going in a 425-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Well, our pizza just came out of the oven. It's got to sit for about 5 minutes now. You can see it's nice and bubbly brown, very golden. So it's got to set for about 5 minutes before we can slice into it. That's a hard thing to wait on. Having it with a little small side salad, but it's really rich. Probably one slice will be more than enough, but maybe I might go for two.